And welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a nice break. We are coming back straight in, well, not straight into, but we're preparing for game two of the series between Chef's Choice and the Lamb of God. As we just witnessed, Lamb of God took the first game in a pretty dominating, what was it, 32 minutes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. It was crazy to see. They went with this massive engage comp. They didn't really have any answers for it from the side of Chef's Choice, and now they find themselves staring down elimination point. We'll have to see what they can bring out.
Yeah, I mean that's it, right? You kind of now put yourself in that spot where if you're the losing team, it actually comes at a point of added pressure because you're now realizing, wait, hold on, if I don't pick up game two, I'm gone
Out.
forever.
Out.
Like that's it, you're out.
No
And to
best of five
start,
here.
well, that's it. There is no best of fives. And sure, some of these champions are now taken away, so sure, this might open up a little bit of drafting coming into game two. But to be, of course, the Lamb of Gods, you have to be on a high. That was such a strong performance from start to finish. Sure, maybe one or two little mistakes, but it meant nothing. And I'm sorry, Pineapple, the world ender, the Aatrox, when that Aatrox went online, it just blew things even further into port. It was godly. No intended.
And there's got to be like that dopamine rush as well of playing a massive engage comp like that, just being able to press all the buttons and then just winning that easily. That's got to be definitely riding on their mind there. I think AD carry definitely is the position where I'm most looking forward to, right? Because obviously we talked about Quan like earlier in, this is his time to really shine and show up. Many of those fights he wasn't able to make a single bit of impact here, and it really showed. He had like the lowest damage on all of the carries. I think it was like only 9k above the Camille itself, so just wasn't able to get too much done here. As we look at that comparison between the two of them so far, and it is a little bit of night and day. Look at that KDA.
Yeah, I mean, it very much is. I mean, everything's looking good, in the terms of, they had decent CS, it seemed like the laning phase, they had comfort, they had what they wanted. They handled the engages, the ganks that came in relatively well. But yeah, when it came to outside of laning phase, where were they? They were not there. And for a champion like Ezreal, it's a little bit questioning going, hold on, how is my Ezreal not here? What's going on? But look, it's all right. Shake it off. See what comes into game two. You have to shake it off. It's what makes you the player, right?
New game, basically a fresh start for our players, and I'm here for our production team that we are going into draft very soon. As the losing side, Chef's Choice has chosen to take blue once again.
I mean, it didn't work out for them last time around, but with some of these picks, like you mentioned, off the table, we'll have to see what they can bring to it. Obviously, like you mentioned, Lucian Melio is definitely on board if they want to give Quan the tools to succeed.
And I think we're just going to go straight to draft now. All our teams are ready, and let's see what they do with our fearless draft. I will see you guys off again, and let the casters take over.
As we head on in towards an all-important game here between these two teams, the bands basically staying the same. As you can see above, those fearless champions are gone so far.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember how it works. So it's the other way around. It's always the mirror image, right? It's like, there. I don't know. We're Australia. Welcome to the land down under, right? Everything's opposite tracks. Look, I was gonna say I don't know if I really am gonna see much of a change into band matchups. I'll be quite honest. Like, we're most likely going to be seeing a lot of mid lane, control mages that are just going to disrupt the fights. You're going to get rid of that Ziggs, I guess, as well, just for simple mage bot lane, because who doesn't love another mage bot lane? Coming into game two, it is a potential aspect there. But I mean, we did lose some of our champ selects. That's okay. But coming into game two, you kind of set the pace yourself. I think Lucian Melio could potentially be that recipe that might be able to give the pull in to maybe shine things through. But I think I heard some news. What was on that front?
I think we heard that there was a a player dodge. It is Oceania. This is expected when it comes to our drafting at this point. It's never going to be... these players would never let us have a full series without something going wrong in the draft.
Why? Why, oh why? Why would we do that? You know, why keep things simple? How dare we as casters want such simple things? And oh dear, I think we've gone AFK farming. Is that what I've heard?
I believe so. Don't worry, we can ramble a little bit more, talking about last game, talking about the meta, all that kind of stuff. There's still heaps left on the table for these teams to play with.
I mean, there very much is. Looking at some of the teams like across the board, some of the picks like across the board, it's like surprisingly. I mean, I guess I'm trying to look at jungle, and I'm more trying to look at strawberries in particular, because I mean, a lot of his champ pools that I've been seeing him picking, that at least seems to have somewhat of a form of success, is Udia and Warwick. Two very interesting picks that I've not. I don't know. Actually, wait, hold on. I think that might be Warwick top. I might get my words back to front. Yeah, sorry. It's Mundo. Sorry, Mundo Udia. I mean, Udia is actually the one. He's sitting on a 100% win rate for Udia. Sure, it might be 2 games, but that to me, that's just such a unique jungler. You know what I mean? Like, in trying to slot into a meta, it's like, is that even a thing? Is it? Hey, I don't know.
It's very niche. It is. I mean, Chef's Choice. They've been chefing it up so far this series. Hasn't necessarily tasted good what they've put out. Maybe they're all just preparing. Maybe that's the entree. That's the amuse-bouche.
I think the entree was the Imperial Mandate Syndra, and I don't think I want a piece of that again.
It
didn't taste nice, right? I think the seasons weren't really up to quote. But I mean, there's still a lot with the meta change. I mean, sure. I mean, ultimately, didn't actually expect Camille to be as
that early in the prior.
That early into the prior. I would have thought maybe pick it towards the end game, let's say where you start heading into your game 3s, like the later counterparts, rather than let's lock it in early, get it out of the way. But I mean it still actually surprisingly did show not too bad of a performance. But I think if you pick, I don't know, I'm trying to think on like what would be, because I mean Poppy also copped a bit of a change. It's like do you maybe think on maybe do you actually look at Poppy? Like, I don't actually think Poppy wouldn't have been too bad potentially of a pick, but I guess it's also would you ever pick Poppy, blind one draft? Like that's the whole thing, right? Like you're never gonna really blind pick a Poppy. But then you can't force it into the top lane anymore. I mean, I don't really think you can.
Yeah.
Because of the change. I mean, it was mainly support that got caught quite a heavy nerf to it. But even then, I don't know if top would even be that spot that you would sit with either. Yeah, I don't know. There's still a lot. Like, there's going to be a lot for the bot that I'm definitely going to be keen to see. I'm really wanting to see Lucian Milia, I'll be honest. That's what I'm hoping for. But then I wonder... Because, Kais is out the way. Ezreal's out the way. You're probably not going to get your Caitlyn. I'm trying to look at things for Quan.
Yeah.
Quan's not going to get his Caitlyn. The Caitlyn's gone. Like, I'll be honest, I'm probably going to see that going bye-byes. It's probably going to go on the entire series.
Yeah. Like, maybe there's Victor. I doubt Ziggs is ever going to make it through the ban phase of this series. There's a few choices. Ashe Seraphine could be an option if they choose to go for it as well. If they want to get real spicy, they could do like Senator Kench or something, but we'll have to see as we head in towards that draft once again. I imagine we're going to see basically the same bands this time around.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be seeing similar bands, and I'm sure we're going to see a Ziggs right away, and I'm going to guess it must be Anivia. Hold on. Are we going to see the Anivia? How did we know? Whoa, what a shock horror there. Like I was going to say, but even then, I think Quan as well has been playing some of the longer range mages in bot. So I think Hui, that's the champion I was going to say. Like they don't have a Galleon anymore. You don't have a Jarvan. There's actually a lot of lock-in champions that are quite actually gone from game 1, where maybe Hui could see himself in that little light. Not too sure. See what happens. But yeah, here are your champs. I think this is literally a pitch perfect ban from last game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think the Silas ban, I'm not sure if that was their last game, but Nocturne B1 is bold. It is very, very bold here. Oh. And it allows for Lucian Melio to be locked in on that 1-2 here for Lamb of God, and they are loving the way this draft has gone so far.
I was gonna say this is what you'd want. I'll be on all honesty, and I mean, I guess I'm interested to see now what Chef's Choice really are gonna. I mean, we already know what they're gonna be drafting. I think they're gonna try and turn it into their aspects of, instead of letting Lamb of the Gods be the ones that were the main heavy engagers. They're gonna go, hold on, we're gonna try and take that instead. So, I mean, what? Like, do you... Like, I'm thinking you can pick bot here, sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sivir's not bad. You can pair that with, like, an Alistar, maybe. Yeah. There's a few options at your disposal. Sivir Braum as well. Sivir Nautilus. Okay, that works as well.
I was going to say, like, I feel like we try and maybe lock in something that's a little bit... I guess you could say simple and not fits that character of let's keep it simple, right? Like, you got the depth charge, which is literally a point-and-click ultimate stun, you know what I mean? Sure... Melio does get to have a little bit of fun with a Nautilus in the terms of soccer balling, away every time they go to hook, but that doesn't matter. Once depth charge comes into play, like, it doesn't matter anymore. Okay. Lee Sin. I was gonna wonder, like, because if they weren't picking, I mean, of course I picked jungler here, but I was just thinking, like, wondering about Lee Sin, seeing he's going to make a return because of the item changes. I mean, Eclipse did cop quite a bit, you know what I mean? Like, where it's a lot of heavy damage. And Lee Sin actually gets to shine quite a bit with that. But look, we are heading to second bans. I'm sure same thing.
Ari taken away.
Yeah.
Makes sense, given it is Ma that we're talking about. And it's another one of those difficult lanes to gank for the Lee Sin here. Let's see where the bans go for Chef's Choice. Do they continue to hamper down this mid pool, or do they start hitting some of these top laners? I imagine they're probably going to go for mid, right?
Yeah.
As the Akalias start things off.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a little bit of... I think they're going to try and leave top lane island to top lane island, let them pick their bruisers or maybe their one tanks that then will show up when the 5v5s now begin. And it really is going to be dwindling. Because, like, I think... I'm just trying to think, like, what would I not want to maybe play into, I mean, Aurora's not a bad pick here. It does work pretty well with Nocturne Ultimate there, actually. They are two very good ultimates that do synergize well together. Nocturne shrouds the map, and then here's the Between Worlds, Aurora drop ult. Congratulations, no one can see it, and there goes half of my health. It's just gone.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Ooh. Going to be banned away. The Yone as well, taken off the board, so... What is the mid lane here? Okay, they're going to go for the Olaf. They're going to lock that in. So this Sivir is going to have a very tough time playing this game once again for Quan. And they're going to leave mid lane for that counter pick here. In towards that top lane, though, there are definitely a number of options that you can go with, potentially, if you want to play that way. Maybe you go some kind of lane bully. Vayne is definitely an option. Oh, it is being hovered.
It's being hovered.
Okay, this is a risky gambit. The Cassiopeia as well. This is a very risky gambit because if this Olaf doesn't get behind, is just going to run at these carries and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Yeah, but like the thing is, I was just going to say,
no.
You open yourself up to a Fizz, and I think Fizz actually doesn't go too bad coming into these recent patch changes that have been coming in, actually.
Is this real?
It could be.
Is this gonna get locked?
I'm not against it. I'm be honest. I'm not overly against it. I think
it is locked.
It's gonna be locked in. I mean, it had a 0% win pick. It has a 0% win rate. Let's see if it could be the first time, I guess, in the OCL ways to maybe becoming. I mean, could this be the pick? That is the question.
I genuinely do not think I have ever cast a Fizz.
Yeah?
I think this might be the first time I've ever cast this champion. Wow. A very risky gambit from both of these teams, right? Because if any of these carries get behind from Chef, they've got no front line other than this Nautilus who just gets shredded by the Lucian. So It's going to be incredibly risky to play with, but I'm excited to see how this game goes nonetheless. On the verge of elimination here. Can they bring things back? Can they bring us to that game 3 to stay alive in this tournament? We'll have to see.
I mean, look, we certainly are going to have to see. I mean, look, they've locked their champions. They've picked what they've wanted. And hey, I mean, this game clearly screams, we're going to fight even more compared to maybe last game. Because a lot of these champions can still do pretty exceptionally well in that early aspect. I mean, I guess aside from, I guess maybe Olaf are going to have a lot of fun here. But, you know, for those that are, of course, watching, we are now starting to, of course, load in very soon. So we will have our action pack of Game 2 limbs coming across. Oh.
As I believe... Oh, we got a little bit of a delay. Just a little bit longer here. So we're stuck ruminating over how this draft is going to go.
Cast a curse.
They've got a lot of tools to lock down anyone that they want, right? They've got the kick back into the team if ZNLM manages to get a good angle. They've got the Lucian Melia that can just shred through on 2 items, right? You've got if that Fizzult just lands onto any one of these carries, maybe with the exception of Quan, it's just gone. You're gone, right? And they've got the spell shield on the Nocturne as well, but this Nocturne does not have a lot of mobility other than the ult, right? This entire comp does not have a whole lot of mobility here, so any lockdown is going to be crucial.
Yeah, look, they might not have a lot of mobility, but they have legs. Let's think about it, right? I mean, aside from maybe Cass, I guess Cass doesn't have legs.
So does Olaf, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, who's gonna have the quicker legs? You know, that this is the thing. It's like there is a lot more mobility, of course, that does come in from the side, you know, for TLG. But the only thing is though, I mean, look, you do have the what's the Camille's W name? Not Camille, sorry. Cass W. Miasma, that's right. Miasma does actually stop quite a bit into TLG, but you have to kind of land it perfectly, and I don't think it's an easy feat, I'll be all honest. Like, it's not something quite simple that you're just going to land immediately on the spot, unless, let's say, you have Nay landing in that hook, which ultimately I'm sure that's what's going to lock this in. But look, enough rambling from me. We're finally loading in. Look at this. It's so calm. Look at the scenery.
Wow.
Oh, pitch perfect.
Look at it.
Beautiful.
On all of the destruction that we're about to see after this. Okay.
I think
that is... We got Exhaust Ghost for Pineapple. So just going to run at you and just... Even the Storm Raiders as well. So, like, you are not escaping this Olaf.
Yeah, no, it certainly won't be escaping. But, I mean, look, we'll see if Violet has the, I guess, the potential ability to, I don't know, try as best as they can to kite it in their tumble stealths. But I'm very... This mid has to be volatile, you know? Like, it has to be a volatile lane where it's literally going to be the battle of who can get the kill first and then who is going to ride that. Because, I mean, if either of these two fall behind, it's just going to be disastrous for their team. Like, but I mean, hey.
Oh, it absolutely is. Oh, we'll have to see.
Yeah. The only thing...
I'm still getting used to... I'm going to have to read up on the... While you're talking, I'm going to read up on the Fizz names, because I know it's Chum the Waters.
Yeah.
I'll have to familiarize myself with how this champion plays.
Oh, you're fine. I mean, look, it's going to be the... Oh, okay. So I'm actually getting whined by the production here, being able to see the 3 split lanes here.
Oh, it's perfect.
It's just beautiful. But I mean, right now we do have an engage coming in from the side of the bot side at the moment.
Yeah, Mei Young chunked down, but still goes forward here, looking for something. Nice flash away, and there's the kill to start things off, and this bot lane is off to a tear once again. But hang on a moment, you went a bit too far forward. Oh, like Icarus falling from the sky. Just a bit of over-aggression there. Hang on, the action still keeps on going here. Violet's in so much trouble. The early gank from the Lee Sin we talked about last game. It didn't happen, but this time around, the prophecy is true. And TLG off to the races.
Look, they are certainly off, and they will get themselves a 2-for-1 in the total exchange. You know, Xian LM's going to be claiming the kill for the Lee Sin, which, I mean, hey, can't complain. That's an extra 300 gold in your pocket. Gives you an extra little longsword there for that early recall aspect. And I mean, look, bot lane is certainly becoming a little bit volatile.
Oh.
Perfect pursuit, though, to avoid the hook there from Nay. But damn.
This Lucian is going to be a menace in this lane. Doran's bow plus the double longsword to start with Emilio in your back pocket. As yeah, a little bit of over-aggression here. Don't exactly know what he was thinking, but you take it with the good, you know.
Well, that's it. I mean, you still get your first blood, right? You get the first kill onto that lane aspect. You know, the wave wasn't necessarily in too much of a bad state. Slowly pushes back to you. You get to just now get all your CS and do what you kind of want with it. But I mean, hey. Right now, though, I mean, Strawberry's going to be playing that game of, I need 6. I want 6. Get 6 as quick as I can. As right now, having a little bit of an all-in, a little bit occurring here at the moment. Storm Surge used up.
Just rushing on in even further. Might be able to find it with another one. There it is. And manages to get out of the tower in time. Oh, this is a rough lane for Violet. Completely the opposite of how this lane went last game.
We brought in a whole new pineapple. It's become tropical now. He's a little bit out there, but I mean, hold on. Looks like he went for a
little bit of a fruit salad in the top lane that works out in Chef's favor this time around.
A little bit of extra gold for the Nocturne to claim. I mean, he kind of has to, because he has to know that his bot side is literally taken from himself. Hook's not going to find the target, but I don't even know if he wants that. And you've got a Lee Sin in the back doors here, which they're only now going to see. So they're going to now finally see them in the actual try, which immediately, I think Strawberries didn't actually know. Ooh, engage coming in right now.
Oh, hang on a moment. A bit of an engage, but pulled out once again. So they are just really messing with Quan here in this lane. Look at this. He can't even lane.
You can't lane. Lucian Milio is such a bully. It is disgusting, and it's so close.
Oh, nice hook though. Hang on, the boomerang. Ooh. And a perfect situation that they find themselves in.
Wait, minions!
Maybe Xiao gets to safety. Oh, the minion. One more. Oh. Is it going to be enough? It will. There it is. And somehow at the very end of it all, it turns to disaster. Oh no, it's a horror.
It is a horror. So unfortunate for Quan there. I mean, you know, you get your little kill back in, but unfortunately the casting minion said, "Hold on, let me grab my beer. let me show you how it's really done." Into Mel Yang, but I mean, hey. Look at these junglers. They're like babying their top laners going, yeah, you make the first move, I dare you. You know, you make the first move, we'll try and get in. That's one scary Olaf, I'm going to say. He's got quite a bit of a level lead. You know, he's already level 6 into a level 5. I mean, when they literally come back, his exhaust is going to be up. Depending on how it is.
And Force. Yeah. And forces Violet to be so far behind in terms of, oh, hang on, Chum the Waters, big chunk of damage, the Ignite coming on through, and an overextension is once again punished as this Fizz picks up one to start things off. But yeah, towards that top lane, Violet forced to go for the early Berserkers, so even further behind when it comes to that Hex Plate, as Mei Young in a bit of trouble, manages barely, oh no, not going to find the Spell Shield, hang on, the barrier! Finally trades it, gets it back. The hook misses. No, not like this. Not like this. Yes. Mei Young completely outplays in the top lane.
Oh,
in the bot lane, rather.
Yeah, I don't know. What are we doing?
Oh, wow.
What are we doing this game? It's been a little bit disastrous. You know, it's become quite volatile. But even right now, we're going to be seeing ZNLM literally ganking top.
Ragnarok not going to be able to find the Condemn back on towards this Olaf, just running at your face, and there's 8 kills in 7 minutes.
Yeah. Look, we spoke about volatile. It certainly is volatile. They've hit the trigger quite literally from 2 minutes onwards. I mean, we're already witnessing 11 total deaths, you know, already in this game. But I mean, right now, like Violet 0-3, that is just not a recipe that you kind of want. And I mean, Quan as well is just not getting the pacing that they want for themselves. It's just, I don't know, nothing's being executed. It's like we're doing it and then we're just either doing it too late or too slow. Because I mean, Strawberries as well going for the Raptors, I'll say, was a little bit of a scary move there. I mean, like, ZN LM was literally in his top side. Like, of course he's gonna walk to his Raptors, you know? He's gonna have he's gonna have his laners to support here, but Nocturne 6. See whether
they need to find something. Very, very low though. Maybe they can find some sort of engage here. Paranoia finding the initial. Culling going to be used, gets them to safety though, and doesn't even have to burn Emilio ult that doesn't exist yet because he's not level 6. But the engage is completely cancelled now, and that gives the opening to start up this first dragon.
I mean, opening a dragon is quite literally coming. I mean, yeah. I mean, look. Here's what you get. You do get now a no-kill Emilio. You do get now a flashless Lucian. So maybe in the next potential minute, maybe you might be able to make something of it, or maybe you try and put some aspects onto the top. Because I mean, look, we got the grubbies. The grubbies are up.
I love that you're trying to play devil's advocate here. You
have to. You have to, right? You got to give some hope, right? You have to give something, but I don't know.
It's gone from bad to worse at this point, and it's going to continue in this direction here. The ult goes wide, but it does burn both the flash and the final hour crucially. So no Vayne going to be joining this potential fight around the river here, as three grubs going to be claimed to start things off here for TLG as we head in towards the 10-minute mark.
On that.
Oh no, it's happening again. Imposter, Violet River too far forward, just doesn't anticipate it, doesn't expect it. It's a rough situation we find ourselves in. If you're a fan of Chef's Choice, this could be the end of the road for them.
Potentially it certainly could. Give me about 30 seconds. I will have to mute myself from the production for a moment. I might be having some audio issues.
I trust we'll figure this out. There's a bit of a solo cast here for a moment while the mic is being set up. Hook goes wide. Hex plate completed here for Strawberries to start things off, and two more most likely going to be on the way from these top laners soon. Still a little bit far behind at this point, as that gold lead is only continuing to grow here for TLG, up to 2k now that we are at the 11-minute mark.
Oh no.
Looking for the engage as well. Oh no, he's got the ult as well, if he even needs it. Final hour to escape, and he's not going to use it this time around. Doesn't trust that there isn't someone nearby, and he's right. There is a Nocturne nearby who was ready to land that Paranoia at the worst case scenario.
In worst case scenario, could potentially go to Ben, but I mean, hey, liked it, kind of respected it, kind of went, hold on, think Violet's been a little bit too brave for an 0-4 Vayne. But I mean, we've already got ZL and it's gone in for a gank here. Nice condemn.
Hang on a moment though. Paranoia sent right back though. Big chunk of damage on towards the Lee Sin. So not infallible is this jungle top duo, especially when there is a bit of darkness helping you out.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, it's like the final hour, Paranoia, Paranoia, they kind of go together, you know? They're both in the Shroud, they're both in darkness. And I mean, look, it's really all they've got. I mean, for the side of Chef's Choice, it's literally all they've got to try and find a way to claw themselves back in, but they just have to kind of find a way to get that kill, if anything is at all to be possible, which still not yet seeing.
This bot lane though has to be the biggest deficit, rather, of the entire game. It's just continuing to grow moment after moment here. It's basically a full item lead here. Oh, he's just going to keep running at him, even through the exhaust. This is brutal here. You've got no mana for any more tumbles. And a quick swing finishes the job. 3 kills on the board for this Olaf. It is bad for this Vayne. 0-5-0 so far.
So no 5-0 Vayne. You know, you've got a 3-1-2 Olaf. You've got a 2-0 too, but I mean, Hook's coming in with the Paranoia ult.
Maybe. Just going to play the Sacrificial Lamb. Not going to burn the Flash. Not going to burn anything else. Recognizing, don't want to give anything away that would potentially lead to Mei Young's death. This is back up on the way, but we'll retreat to safety for the time being.
Yeah, look, they'll retreat. They'll take what they can. I mean, again, this is literally all they can do at this point of time. They just kind of have to find the picks, get the extra gold when they can. But I mean, I'm still wondering what this is really going to show coming into a 5v5 aspect here. And
no,
I don't think
not
Violet
again.
knows. He doesn't yet know.
No. He must surely know. The condemn has to be perfect here, but there's the Ragnarok, and it won't even matter. And Violet River. Oh, this is a rough one. And that's just pure tilt. That's just, I need a wave. I need some way back into this game. Minimap's also in Oceania because it's upside down, but there will be another dragon on the board for TLG.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think at this point...
And the Stride Breaker now, that's right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, look, you've got the Stride Breaker buy-in now on Olaf. I mean, he was already showing he's got the legs, but I mean, now he has literally the cleavage slow now to really add it on top. I don't know, man. It's... At this point, unfortunately, I'll hate to say it, but this Vayne is going to find really almost no presence in this game. Unless Chef's Choice somehow push this game out to a 50-minute action arrangement. I just don't know. But I mean, look, Youngtail does, of course, get purchased, though, from the side for Sivir. So, I mean, Quan's now finally got their first item. Cole also used up, but here's the Stride Breaker being used already. Nothing. Ooh, hold on.
Oh, hang on. Final hour. Very aggressive, but there is a Nocturne in the back pocket if he so chooses. Not going to find one more shot with those silver bolts, though. Hang on. Might have overextended a little bit too far at this point. Has the shield left. Might be able to find something. Barely unable to secure it, but the Paranoia will trade things back. Now this Nocturne, though, could be in a bit of a precarious situation. There's Ma on the way. Has the ult to work with. They're not going to burn it just yet. They're going for the engage. A very aggressive play, but look, there is the Fizz. And they're just going to back off.
They will back it off. They'll take a... You know, I guess for gold value, you've got a Canyon minion. You've got 600 gold. I mean, Strawberries does get to claim that 600 gold, but what happened, bots?
I do not know, but this top lane, this situation's not going great. Close quarters combat with the Chum the Warders, it will be enough to find it. And they'll hand deliver another kill over towards this Fizz. And this seems to be the common thread of Chef's Choice so far. Just over-aggression, just underestimating where TLG can be. As once again, Imposter finding himself in a world of hurt there and just recognizes his fate. And there's another kill for the Olaf. 6 and 2 so far. Pineapple has been on a tear all series.
This man is monstrous. And here's the actual dive here. Beautiful culling here, actually. Nice little back forth pedaling there. Here's just the flashed auto. Yeah, there it is. I mean, that seems almost way... That basically seems one-sided. Hold on. Paranoia used up.
Paranoia maybe can find something. Not going to go back in. And now Quan no. Trying to chase. I don't know about this one, buddy. Playful Trickster gets the spell shield and finds a kill. Hang on a moment. It's traded back, though. Mars in a bit of trouble. Depth charge. Finds one on towards Mei. Over the wall. Barely lives a little bit longer, but the Blackfire Torch will find it. And there's a kill going on over towards the Nautilus. Not where you'd hope it to be, but still, you take the gold where you can. Can Mark continue to chase towards the tower, trying to find something here? Gets it at the very end of it all with the petrifying gaze. And now, maybe... Oh no, the exhaust! It finally, I mean, it'll be traded back most likely here. The extended fight, you're happy with this if you're Chef's Choice.
I mean, you have to be. You have to be. I mean, that's a lot of gold that you're kind of able to claim there. I mean, unfortunate that some of it did drop in onto Nay's pocket here. But I mean, yeah, this seemed a little bit, you know, a little bit of an early push from Quan. We're all going away. Hold on, like what's going on here? You know, got all your members arriving. But ultimately, looks like he had such heavy reliance on his team here. I'm wondering if he could have. I'm wondering if Nay could have left this. Here's the tick. Oh yeah, he could have left it. There, he didn't need to auto for that. And
oh,
is that a
oh
no?
I
have to Google what happened.
That's a bit of an unfortunate situation.
Yeah,
As Quan has really had a rough game. The fire has sort of just been completely extinguished, I feel like. And Chef's Choice, they're sort of it feels like they're delaying the inevitable as we'll look at the replay. Oh, I just didn't expect it. No spell shield in time until the very end.
I mean, that's it.
A fair amount of damage, but could,
Yeah, I mean that's really it. Kind of got a little bit of damage out there, really, but I mean, it's just not really going to be enough at this point. I mean, I feel like, which I mean, we've clearly just seen that. But I mean, look, Dragon has spawned. I mean, TPs are coming in. I'm sure we're going to be witnessing our potential here.
Massive engage, condemn into the miasma, but they've dove way too deep here. There's two, looking for even more, and it's just a massacre in the mid lane. They try and take a 4v5 and it just doesn't work. They're just beating with their wallets at this point.
Yeah, I feel like we just gave ourselves up on a silver platter. You know, I'm not really too sure what was occurring with Violet. I mean, I feel like we're just in a flanking vein, but unfortunately...
I respect the attempt, right? It looked solid to start things off, right? The condemn into the miasma, but they're just too far behind. They just couldn't find anything.
I was going to say, I'm like, we're just unfortunately don't have enough gold in our pockets, and I mean, we're noticing now basically a full item difference with a lot of our solo laners, I guess, compared to mid. I mean, you know, Olaf just now got his Hex Plate. We're witnessing the Infinity Edge now onto Mel Young. Yeah, I don't know. It's just as the time is going on, things are unfortunately stalling even heavier. Chef's Choice, and they're just not getting anything with a lot of these plays now. And when we're just offering ourselves up, it's just basically give it.
As we look back at this engage, and at the point where Strawberries was actually able to make contact with the Paranoia, it's just too far away, right? Like, your main source of damage, your one hope this game is mine. He was a screen away getting completely zoned because this comp is so short range.
It is ultimately. I mean, that's it. They are very short ranged, and I mean, when a Lucian gets to have his buddy Milio, like, what is Nocturne gonna do? You know?
Oh wait, Vayne's dead again.
Yeah, I was gonna say we did unfortunately see that off screen. Google Me did get to claim another soul, gets another 2 to his ring.
This is the power spike. 0-10.
Yeah.
Trust the process. Trust the
Trusting,
process.
locking in. Trying to lock in the process. Now, I mean, now who's trying to be the devil's advocate?
Yeah.
Oh
no. And the devil's advocate goes right back to hell. Nice depth charge at the very least, but they just melt through them with the Ragnarok. They're going to look to even dive under the tower at this point. What can you do, Viola? This is not a situation you want to find yourselves in. Quan as well. Playful Trickster onto the backline. They might just 5-for-0 this.
I think they certainly will. One more auto. Hold on. This cast has got moves.
Oh, good dodge. Oh! Okay, 5-for-1.
It will be...
Even still, a disastrous situation. And Lamb of God are running away with this.
They're running away with murder. they are certainly...
This might not be safe for Twitch, I've realised.
No.
What we are seeing right now, it might be against terms of service, I think.
It certainly
Look at this replay once again.
Yeah, I mean, look, Paranoid gets used up to shroud anything. I mean, yeah, depth charge was good. But I mean, look right here, you know, Olaf goes, no, hold on, I'm going to switch onto the Bane. His ultimate lands onto the Sivir there. It's just a split action where they can just do what they want. And,
yeah.
I mean, look, Cassia, I will say, played this as very well as they kind of could. Will kind of get the little bit of the trade here. Had the moves, but ultimately, the flash abuser that Lucian was, you know, had to seal that there. And it's just another recipe coming in right now. Hold on. I think...
I was muted the whole time there. Sorry, my bad. 29 kills in 23 minutes.
No.
I think the Nocturne ult might have messed up my sound there for a moment.
Yeah,
The Baron going to be claimed all the same.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, I think they're having just some slight, but that's okay. We do what we can, and I mean, as the Millia would once say, ignore. You know, we just got to ignore it. Yeah, I'm sorry, it was really bad. Poorly intended. Yeah, my bad. I'll just keep that to myself. Yeah, look, we're now heading to an 8k lead. I mean, Dragon Soul's coming up in 40 seconds, and I mean, it's Ocean Soul as well. Olaf loves that for his dear life. I'm sure Lucian, it's just like an added little Milio shield on top. It's just, I don't know. Like, at this point for Chef's Choice, this game is essentially sunk, really. Like, you have to wish, you're praying for a miracle, right? You're praying for a miracle that TLG is really heavily overstepped, and right now they're looking for something.
Oh, it's not looking good. Grounded, but doesn't even matter. Violet River in a bit of trouble. Lands the second resonating strike, just get melted by the culling. There's the second, maybe can find something, but a massive ult from the Milio is enough to stop them all from being stunned there. Maybe can find something. Mara over the wall, barely the last one left standing. The last hope of this team teleports out to safety as 5 members of Lamb of God are running towards this base. They've got the Baron, they've got the minion wave on the way, and they are looking to take this series in a clean sweep. It's just on the cast left standing. What can you do in this situation? Kicked back into the wall. Ragnarok finishes the job. And there we go. The first team eliminated from playoffs. Chef's Choice will fall as Lamb of God move on to the next round.
I mean, hey, Google Me died there. We got to give them something, but it doesn't matter. That's going to be the game. That will be this series. And what a just true dominance. That was just one-sided, I'll be honest. From start to finish to the end.
They never let go of that game.
Damn.
So, I wanted to ask, would you guys have preferred something longer? Do you think it would have been nicer for these games to have gone to that best of 3, that last game, and have the teams really fighting for who gets to stay in the tournament? Or do you enjoy these like clean sweeps?
I mean, I'm always going to say that I want longer series, but at the same time, I want to see just what Lamb of God can do in this lower bracket, right? We didn't get to see too much of that up against Chudlings in that upper bracket, but now when they're up against teams that they have that experience against, they're really going to show their worth here in this lower bracket. I think they'll probably make it a decent bit in towards this tournament. It all depends on who they face in that second round, but they're moving on for now.
Yeah, I mean, look, I guess I'm a favorite for whoever's playing, you know, who do I want to see play a little bit longer? And maybe it was Chef's Choice, but hey, you know, maybe that's just Caster's curse, you know, the team that you believe to be, unfortunately, just has to cop it. But I mean, look, I got the main thing that I wanted, and that was to bear witness a Lucian Milio. I think I've said it about 8 times in this entire broadcast. Got to see it, and it popped off. I'm sorry. It literally set everything up. And I mean, that's, I guess, really where we're starting to head to. At least that's how I'm looking at potentially with this meta.
Just Lucian Melee every single series?
Yeah, it's looking likely at this point. I mean, we did see a little bit of flexibility. Obviously, apparently, Google Meet is a Fizz player as well, so it wasn't completely out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But they had a lot of picks that are still, remaining, right? The Camille is the perfect example of that, right? It still can work even with the nerfs, even, in that sort of mode of a team comp of that engage.
I mean, I guess that's it, right? Is it really the champion, or is it just the abilities that they can provide? It's like, it's not necessarily... Like, I mean, I guess it comes to a point where for Camille's support, the late game quite literally is just being able to fly across halfway through the screen in shroudedness, and then I found my target. Have fun, team. Do what you need to do, right? I mean, I guess that fundamental, which clearly in the series that we just witnessed, hasn't changed, and maybe, could still be getting it seen, but yeah, we'll
have to see as we head on in towards the rest of the day as well. They'll be moving on, and then we've got QAQ up against Forever Blessed as our second series. We'll obviously see more about that after when the teams are ready and all that kind of stuff, but for now, our first team gone from playoffs. Chef's Choice.
Bye.
Not able to chef it up this time around, and going out just like Chiefs did. Another CHF org at this point.
No,
it still hurts.
I think that's just a team code that maybe people should start avoiding.
Yeah. I think we just gotta avoid it like the plague. It's like jersey number 13 and all that.
Yeah, sometimes we just have to pack it up.
Yeah.
Speaking of pack it up, I do have to inform everybody that we will be going on a bit of a break because we will be moving on to the next series of tonight. So don't leave, to this afternoon. So don't leave the whole stream, but we will be seeing QAQ versus Forever Blessed.
See ya.